welcome to my point of view. Okay, I'm going to talk Starmer again and his corruption that he's been found out with his gift scandal. Okay, but first of all, I want to apologise for the attire. Just got out of hospital for 2 weeks, so I'm still in bed, lazy arse. But I felt like I wanted to come on and say something about this matter because I've not posted properly for a couple of weeks. Anyway, get back to Starmer. How can his office say that it was an oversight? This is a complete farce, an utter lie. It is very easy to use that type of terminology when you've been found out after the effect. Every politician, every MP knows the rules when receiving gifts. Okay? Every gift has to be reported within 28 days of receiving it. Okay, the gifts should be of nominal or notional value. Gifts must be given for appropriate reasons. Gifts should be a one-off. And like I said, they have to be documented within 28 days. And he failed to do that. Now, the question should rise is why did he fail to do that? In my head, in my point of view, it shouts of a conflict of interest, it shouts of corruption, and definitely a breach of the rules. He is a man that he's very, very keen on slating anybody in opposition that does not follow the rules. Okay, if this was a Tory party person, he would have them up in front of a judge, in front of a court, in front of the police, investigated within a matter of days. He would. But all his party have done is classed it as an error and an oversight. Well, I'm sorry, that doesn't cut it. Okay, we British people demand an investigation into this matter. It should not be swept under the carpet. I mean, let's face it, if they can bloody investigate and spend millions on Boris bloody Johnson about having a party during COVID, dear God, the two do not compare with each other. You know, having a party during lockdown, which many people did, it's just that Boris Johnson and his powers got caught, and yes, they shouldn't have done it. However, this man, Keir Starmer, has, in my mind, has committed a fraudulent offence. He has failed to document his donations and gifts that he has received. He's failed to do that. So that, to me, shouts corruption. It shouts fraud. So why is this not being addressed as fraud? Now, another thing that he said about his bloody football matches and about going watching his precious Arsenal. Well, I suppose somebody's got to go and watch them, haven't they? His words were, he thinks that not going to an Arsenal match again just because he can't accept, well, this is my word, a backhander, is pushing it a bit far. Well, if he thinks not going to a football match again is pushing it a bit far, how does he think that the families that cannot feed their children because of the cost of living at the moment, how do you think they feel? Do they think that it's pushing it a bit far that they can't actually feed their children and that they have to go and receive charity from food banks? Do they think it's pushing it a bit far because, oh, you bloody fat cats are sat on your arse claiming this, that and everything, while us Joe Bloggses are struggling to make ends meet? What's going on? You know, the man that box that he says is vital. I'm sorry, to go and watch a football match as Prime Minister, you can do it. For all Rishi Sunak's faults, he was sat in the crowds watching his football team without a huge security detail. Who does this man think he is, that he cannot go and sit with the Joe Bloggses? That he deems his life so valuable that he can only go and sit in £8,750 private box. If he wants to do that, that's absolutely fine. He's getting paid enough bloody money to spend nearly £9,000 on a box. Do it. Why do you have to accept charity and handouts from the bloke that we know that has paid you backhanders so he can get into the Houses of Lords, House of Lords, and get his free pass to number 10? We know that this is all a fraudulent act. And it is time that the Labour Party, not just the Prime Minister, the Labour Party as a whole is investigated for these fraudulent acts. Anyway, guys, again, sorry about the attire, and I'll catch you soon. If you can follow me, I'd love your support to help grow my platform. Take it easy.